Good morning to all my YouTube subscribers, Facebook, Instagram, and whoever else is watching. Now, you read the title right. God, Jesus, and my husband is my heroes. The reason why I say it is because they are. That's number one, and that's a fact. Now, a hero is someone that can do the things that nobody can do in this world for you. Well, God, Jesus, and my husband fits the description. A lot of people's heroes may be celebrities, athletes, or anything that has to do with media, or sometimes even your parents, because they did things that you feel that are your heroes. Well, my husband has got through a lot of things with me, and through the grace of God and Jesus, they sent him to be there for me, especially when I needed him. Now, when I say that they are my heroes, God and Jesus woke me up this morning, and my husband was laying right next to me. I have everything that I've always wanted in life, I have the peace and everything. And that's something a lot of people cannot give. Some people are very fooled by things, and especially when it comes to the media and stuff, they're fooled by materialistic things. Whereas though, I'm very, very, very grateful to have God, Jesus, and my husband in my corner. When I was going through, the being on blood thinners and stuff because of my pulmonary embolisms, for the first couple months I had to get shots because I was on Coumadin, aka warfarin, and I used to have to go every week to get my blood drawn. And if my blood levels wasn't, where it needed to be, then I would have to keep changing my medicine. So that was number one. And, getting blood drawn twice a week was very, very hard on me. Even when I wanted to give up, I had people in my corner to not allow me to give up, because it was so hard for me. And a lot of people don't really realize that, when you're going through a lot of things in your life, you're not going to understand things, but you have people that sent there to help you understand the things that you don't understand, which is my husband. I commend him so much because it was a process, the cries, just loss, and a lot of things that he held me down on when I couldn't even hold myself down. And, I appreciate God and Jesus and my husband, because without them, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now in life. I probably wouldn't even been here. They spared me. They could do the things that a lot of people in this world could never do. And that's why I put all my faith into God and Jesus and my husband, because of those very reasons. Now, people's like, what was your process like? Well, my process was like this. I had to get different blood tests taken on me to make sure I didn't have lupus and other things like cancer or anything, because the main thing they were trying to figure out, where did it start? And still to this day, I don't know where my blood clot started at and stuff. All I know is that when it went off, it was in my lungs close to my heart, and I know I should have been dead. And that's what I'm talking about, miracles. That's why God and Jesus is my heroes, because I know what I went through. I know when those blood clots was right there by my heart, I could not breathe. It was just a pain that I can't even explain. It's just so hard to explain. And, it was very difficult in so many ways. That's why I take life serious every second, and it's very, very humbling. But as I was saying, they had set up there, God and Jesus has saved me from myself. I walked around like this for 3 days thinking that I was okay. And my husband was, just begging me to go to the hospital, and it's just like, no, I'm okay, And the thing is, it's like, I really walked around with these blood clots close to my heart and didn't even take it serious, but God and Jesus shielded me. And then my husband was the one that was my backbone. you know, and I appreciate God, Jesus, and my husband. And I can't stress this enough. And I will always say it to the day I die. You know, a lot of people don't really realize, you know, tomorrow ain't promised. So you should take advantage and make sure you do what you can do to make sure you secure your spot in the kingdom. You know, the kingdom is everything. You know, it's so easy to do bad, but it's hard to do good. And if you have a chance to do good, you know, do that, you know. And when you start doing good, it becomes very, very easy. You know, heroes is not somebody that's just, you know, what they call star power. Heroes is some people that's always overlooked over, you know. And the thing is, if a person can't wake you up this morning and, you know, provide for you, like when, say per se, there was times in our life where God and Jesus made a way out of no way. And guess what? God used my husband to make a way out of no way. Those are what you call heroes. You ever had the moments where you're like, you know, man, how did this happen? You know what I mean? It didn't come from a celebrity or a media person. It came from God and Jesus. Those are heroes, you know, can do the things that a lot of people just cannot do. And please don't ever get it confused. You know, God and Jesus is everything. And he will bless you with a husband and wife like my husband. You know, I have so much that I really, really want to talk about on this channel. And it's just not going to just be about just this subject. It's going to be about everything, because the things that I've been through is something that I need people to really understand this, you know. And, you know, I can't stress this enough to everyone. You know, when I woke up this morning, I said, you know what, I need to make a video, because I was sitting in the shower too. And I was just like, what will be the title of this? What should I say? And then God said, you know what? You know that you've always, you know, praised me and stuff. So let's make it as, you know, heroes and stuff. And I was like, yep, because you know what, God and Jesus, you are my hero. And thank you for sending me and blessing me with a hero. So, you know, that's why I'm, you know, making this video. As I say, you know, it takes a strong person to go through a process that doesn't have anything to do with them. It takes a strong person like my husband to, you know, stopped everything, because who would ever thought that I was going to get sober and then have my husband get sober with me. And I will say that makes the process so much easier when you have someone that supports you and does what you need to do to help you get better. And I appreciate and I thank God and Jesus every day. You know, some people don't even wake up in the morning and say thank you, like it's just so entitled to them. And it's not. So I make it my duty to say, you know, thank you, God and Jesus, for allowing me to see another day. You know, and I always tell my husband when I wake up, I love him, because I love seeing his face. And, you know, at night times we say our prayers, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people don't really realize there may be a possibility that you may not wake up in the morning, you know. How about when people don't understand that, you know, when God betters your life, then that, you know, that they're doing it for you. A lot of people don't really realize the blessings. They think that blessings is supposed to be big and stuff. Blessings comes in all shapes and sizes, even when it comes to people. And people are just so fixated on just the big thing, where as though I'm, you know, focused on the small things too, because you have to start off small to get big, you know. And I appreciate the small things, you know, because I don't ever want to lose it. If you ever been in a point in your life where you have hit rock bottom, you're going to understand what I'm talking about. A lot of people don't understand that. You know, they're so deceived by things and stuff. Stop being so deceived. You know, just know that when it comes down to it and stuff, you know, God and Jesus going to make a way out of no way. And when you get something from God and Jesus, you know, it's going to always last longer and stuff. You just got to keep up with it, you know. Don't get something and then just start, you know, acting bougie, conceited, or whatever the case might be, you know, ungrateful, and start doing bad things. When you get things, keep it the way that you know, before you set up there, you asked for, you was, you know, crying out and stuff. Be humble. That's all I can really say when it comes to that type of situation. I just want to also say too, there's going to be a couple of verses that I really want to talk about, which is, you know, I came across this verse, and it's 1 John 3. It says, little children, let no man deceive you. He that does right is righteousness, even if he is righteousness. He that commits sin is of the devil. For the devil sinned from the beginning. For this purpose, the Son of God was manifested, that he might destroy the works of the devil. And that's why I'm saying, when you step into this world and stuff, you're going to have temptation and stuff. That's what we were born into, sin. And the thing is, don't be deceived. You know what I mean? And there's another verse that I also ran into that I had really liked it too. It says 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices and stuff, because he tries to fool us and make us think that things are supposed to be that way. And it's not. I just feel like, the devil is a miserable person that's going to try to take down everybody with him, because he doesn't have a chance, but we do. We have a chance to be in the kingdom. Why not? Why don't you want to be in the kingdom? It's not all about what people are doing on earth today. It's about, where you're going afterwards. You can have $1 million on you, and that doesn't mean you're going to, go to heaven. You could die today or tomorrow and don't make it into the kingdom. And with God and Jesus, materialistics doesn't get you into the kingdom. You don't have to, by God and Jesus. All you have to do is praise and respect and honor and do right by God and Jesus. That's the difference. See, if you have to sin and get it, it's not a blessing. Do you hear what I'm saying? If you have to sin to get it, it's not a blessing. Please know the difference between a blessing and a curse. And that's where a lot of people don't really understand. I forget what verse this is. It says, for what is man profit if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what should a man give in exchange for his soul? So that means that if a person has to sell their soul to get it, then they're soulless. That it is pointless. You know what I mean? So if you have to sin or sell your soul to get it, then you get nothing out the deal. You might feel like you live in a life right now, but what about afterlife? Because it don't just stop right then and there. It keeps going for eternity. So I want to make sure that, I want people to make it to heaven, because hell is real and a lot of people don't take it serious. People believe in the good and they make excuses for the bad. People, don't want to face the reality and stuff, because the reality is, we're living in our last times, and, we don't know what's going to happen, but I can assure you that take it serious. Take it serious from here on out and repent, and don't be caught up what everybody else is doing. Don't feel like you're less than because you don't have what everybody else have, because what's meant for you is meant for you, and what's meant for them is meant for them. Heroes comes in all different types of ways. And, it's just, you have to sit there, you have to actually observe the people that you be around. That's why, I know for sure that God, Jesus, and my husband are heroes, and choose the people you choose to be around with, wisely, because you don't know what type of things that they do when you're not around, because, your energy is everything. And as I say, what you put out in the universe, just know it can come back to you. Or when you sit up there and you hanging out with people that's doing bad things and they're putting it out, you don't know what people are bringing to you as they come around you, if that makes any sense. Now, there's going to be another video that I would like to speak about when it comes down to, protecting your peace, soul ties, forgiveness, all types of things that I really, really want to speak to the world. Because a lot of people are caught up in things like that, they get caught up in it instead of appreciating the things that is in front of them. If you don't have a husband or a wife, you feel like you're not doing right, but that's not the case. You know what I mean? Everybody's story don't end the same, and when your life was given to you, it wasn't going to be the same as nobody else's. So, there's things that a lot of us definitely need to work on, and as a team. You know, we have to do this together because we're in this together. And, you know, if you're going to be a part of God and Jesus, you have to work for it, you know, and that's where I'm at with this. So make sure you like, subscribe, and leave your comments down below. And I really want to sit there and take the time out to those and say, thank you so much for taking the time out to, you know, watch my videos. It means a lot. Even if I just give one view, I'm so appreciated, because at least I know that I got out there, got the things that I needed to say out there. And, you know, I have a legacy that I want to leave behind. And I want, you know, people to see that, you know, this is where I was at, you know, and I want to make sure that when I do things, I want to put things out in the universe as good for God and Jesus, because that's the team I'm on, you know. And I love my husband. Shout out to him. I love my husband to eternity. And, you know, I just want to thank God, Jesus, and my husband for everything that they do for me, everything that they did for me. And, you know, I appreciate them forever and for life and for eternity. So you guys have a great day and hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.